2018, the two of us wanted to create something new within sport.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been in PR marketing and advertising since 2006 and launched an agency called Retroviral in 2010. In that process, I got to know this guy.
And obviously through that process, I got to know what Mike does. Now, Mike does amazing things, and he's hugely dynamic, and he's always creating and pushing the new things within his realm. And he wanted to do things in sports, so I guess this is where this union became so natural for us.
So we had to sit down and try to work out of the world of sport and sports advertising, what is it really missing?
And essentially we realized it was missing guys like us who cared about sport and wanted to do really cool things within sport. I used to work in advertising, and I was probably the only guy in an agency that actually cared about sport and doing sporting work. And Mike and I had the same kind of feeling, like, what if we specialized in this? See where it went.
And then I started chatting to an old school friend, you may have heard of him. His name's Brian Abana. And he was looking at transitioning from conquering the world of rugby to getting into the world of business.
And the three of us clicked instantly. Well, I thought so anyway. I mean, I've always been a big fan of Brian. And with Mike's get shit done ethos, it was a perfect combination, and Retroactive was born.
And we really hit the ground running. What started out as a small idea it just clicked. And we really have this genuine interest in creating talkability and stories about sport that people can engage with online.
And straight away, Biogen became our first client. We had the Biogen journey, where we took Hobbo, an average kind of guy, and his Biogen journey was to go from the worst shape of his life to half Ironman. So we created a web series around that. We also then got Jarvis Property on board.
That's right. We teamed up with Lucas Radebe as our brand ambassador, and what he's doing, he's going around and he's actually exploring what makes a house a home. So he tells his story, and then he goes and interviews regular South Africans, telling us what are the nuances that makes a house just that, a home.
One of the new things that I liked the most was actually getting into boardrooms with this guy as well. So we went to go see Cricket South Africa on the eve of the Mzansi Super League, and we kind of convinced them that we should be part of their process as well of getting the tournament started and having these new fan engagement opportunities. So that was lots of fun. And that was essentially our first 3 months.
So while all of this was on the go, behind the scenes we were busy doing a lot of press.
A lot.
Talking to journalists, doing interviews, having some sweet photo shoots outside. And what we realized is that the more we spoke to people, the more others engaged with us and said they were excited about us creating real value and creating authentic stories in the space.
Yeah, and I think it just kind of hit home that the more we try new things, the more we're pushing boundaries. And then in sport or any industry, it's just so important. So it really validated what we were meant to be doing.
So we're pretty stoked about what lies ahead. I mean, there's a whole host of opportunities. There's so many unknowns. And if the taste of what we've achieved so far is anything to go by, then 2019 is going to be a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, and we're going to create a weekly vlog to kind of show you the whole story, because if it's new and exciting for us, we're going to hope it's new and exciting for you too.
But we're not going to call it a vlog, because that's lame.
Yeah, it's just, it'll be like a vlog, but it's not really a vlog. It's a vlog.
Mark Fish, Mark, what's new in your life?
Doing a thing called fast footy, looking to develop and change the game, the way we think about it, the way we play it. We have trialed and tested in the Limpopo area, and with some fantastic results.
What do you think of these new Super Rugby superhero outfits?
So we've got the Lions are Spider-Man.
Obviously.
Yeah. There's Apiwe Rabelbi Jaji. The Bulls are Captain America.
Isn't it Captain America?
Captain Victoria.
Captain van America.
Sharks are Wakanda, Black Panther. That's pretty cool. And then the Stormers of Thor. They kind of missed the trick there, because Dwayne Vermeulen's playing for the Bulls this season, right?
Right.
And he's known as Thor. But now you've got the Stormers as Thor.
That's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they're trying something new.
I wonder how much they paid for the rights.
Love to know.
Couldn't have been cheap. They tried that in Rugby League in Oz. They started that a couple seasons ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I use my anger to run faster, tackle harder, drive the footy further, and to smash the opposition just like the Hulk.
I think Iron Man teaches us to make the most out of what we've got.
I'm kind of happy they didn't make our players justify these jerseys like these Aussies just did.
Speaking of new things in golf, today is the launch of the Cobra King F9 Speedback driver. Now this is an incredible piece of golfing technology, and it kind of has to be, because if you want to get noticed in this game nowadays, you've really got to be of the high echelons when it comes to research and development and obviously quality of product. But Cobra, well, they've just got a different kind of view on things, and when they launch a club, they see things differently, and they actually get people really excited about it, which is what golf and what sports should really be. Industry demo days have all become quite similar now, where you get to experience the club on the driving range rather than just hitting into a net. Cobra Puma here in SA have been doing this for about 8, 9, maybe even 10 years now. And that's how this brand differentiates itself from everyone else. It's a lot more fun, it's a lot more enjoyable, and it's about getting out there with your friends and actually enjoying the sport. But on to the actual club.
Creating something new means taking some risks. Risks like a bright yellow driver with unconventional lines. But creating something new is also about taking the best from what you've already created before. So in Cobra's case, they created the F9 and all the best bits of the F8, and simply evolved the styling and aerodynamics into a superior offering.
So that's it for the first episode in the Sport Is series. I told you it's not going to be a vlog. The Sport Is series will come to you every single week on a Monday afternoon, and next week's Sport is about being your best. We're going to be chatting to Lisa Raleigh and see what her day-to-day life entails, and also showing you more of our Biogen journey hero, Hobbo. Catch you then.